Well, first of all, I want to thank you for coming in today. I'm sorry we couldn't be together in person, but with everything going on with social distancing, definitely want to make sure you're safe. And I know it's not easy at all to come to see a counselor, and really just glad that you came in today to talk about what's going on. Now, I'm Whitney, and I am a licensed professional counselor here in Alabama. And now the counseling process was designed to kind of be a tool to help you live your life as successfully as possible. I'm going to be here to guide you and maybe challenge you to see some things in a different way. Now, this is our first session together, and we're probably going to be talking about you. And I just want you to be a little bit comfortable as you can be, but I ask you to stick with me because there may be some things that you may not want to talk about right now. And if there's something you wouldn't, just let me know because I want you to feel as comfortable as possible. Now, how does that sound to you?
It sounds really good. Thank you for having me.
Okay, wonderful. Well, can you tell me a little bit about what brought you in to see me today?
Well, at home, I have been struggling a little bit with the balance of life and work and children and my relationship and my marriage and just trying to balance all of those things together. And, I look to myself for help and it just seems to make it all worse. And as the thoughts just overlap, and I thought that maybe it would be helpful if I could talk to someone that's on the outside to try to help me figure out the place for all of those things and just find that balance, just somebody to talk to for help, advice, so that when I come home at night and I'm home on the weekends, I can find that balance and be happy and be the mother and wife that I need to be.
Yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from on that. It sounds like you kind of have a lot going on and trying to figure out how to get everything to kind of work together. Maybe a little anxiety about some things sometimes about all that you have to do. And now the good news is, like you kind of said, talking to someone, there is so much evidence showing that simply going to therapy can help with some of the things that you're kind of talking about today. Now, one thing that I would like to do to kind of get us started is that I want to say a few words, and I want you to kind of tell me the first thing that pops into your mind. And you can kind of give me several responses or say a few things back if you'd like. Now, your responses don't necessarily have to have anything to do with what's going on with you right now, just kind of whatever pops into your head. There's no right or wrong here, so try not to put too much thought into your answers. Now, does this sound like something you'd be willing to try?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, what about the word home? What pops into your mind?
The dishes.
Oh,
Dishes, and unmade beds.
yeah. What about a relationship?
When you said relationship, my husband's face popped up. And it was his dirty face, like his work face. He works for the railroad. So, like, when you said relationship, all I saw was his dirty face.
Yeah, and that'll happen too. That's perfectly fine. What about if I say parenting?
Um, my mom and then me crying.
Yeah. What about work?
Chaos. Chaos for sure when you say work.
What about the word power?
Whenever you said power, my administrators, I see my administration. I think of them. They may represent the most power in my life right now.
Yeah. Now, do you sense a kind of theme in some of the responses that you gave to some of those words?
People.
Yeah.
People. I see a lot of people more than actions, more than emotions. I see people.
Yeah. What type of emotions or how does it make you feel when you think about some of the people that you mentioned?
All of the people that I mentioned, I love. Like, they all have a very important place in my life, and I love them. And maybe I don't know. All of them hold a special place with me. But there are also phases that I see in time of frustration.
Yeah. So the kind of focusing on the frustration part, does that feeling kind of feel similar to the one that you were describing in the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.